Are you ready for some March Madness? Here we go with the March Meta, and the kicking it off is the Starbrand free-to-play unlock event, Primordial Avenger. We also have some of the 6th anniversary events going on this week, which I will cover in a separate video. But if you want to know how to boss this first week of the March Meta, then join me in this video. What's going on, everyone? I'm BPG and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, I make at least one video per week for Marvel Strike Force, generally an events guide to get you through these events to the best of your ability, free to play. If this content helps you, please do consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, sharing it with your alliance mates so they can get this help as well. And why not drop me a comment down below? I really like talking to you all, and I really like, gathering you as part of the community. Without further ado, let's get into the events for this week. And firstly, I want to draw your attention to this man right here, Cosmic Ghost Rider. He is going to be available for offers very soon. So if you are the type who spends money on Marvel Strike Force, then this is the perfect opportunity to buy Cosmic Ghost Rider and get that next piece for the Green Goblin classic Greed costume, the Mephisto based costume. He will also or not all, he won't be needed, but he will get you some extra points if you have him unlocked this week. So we will get into that later on in the video. Let's just take a brief overlook of the events for the week. The first main event is the Primordial Avenger event. This is where we are going to be able to unlock Starbrand for the Out of Time team. It is already live in game. It started today, the 4th of March at 1 PM PST or 9 PM GMT if you are like me in the UK. It finishes on the 11th of March 2024, so it's a 7-day event at 1 PM PST or 9 PM GMT. It also has an associated web milestone called Wild Genesis. This event starts at the same time and finishes on the same day and time as Primordial Avenger. It is a solo web milestone, but it is a 7-day web milestone, so you do not have to go to the web store daily to collect this one. We also have an alliance event called Allied Engines. This is going to start on the 6th of March, so Wednesday at 1 PM PST or 9 PM GMT, and it is going to finish on the 11th of March at 1 PM PST or 9 PM GMT, and we will go over this one in a second. There is also a quick rumble called Raise the Shield. This starts on the 8th of March 2024 at 1 PM PST or 9 PM GMT if you're like me in the UK. It's a 2-day event. And it is basically a blitz event, quick rumbles. We do these all the time. So if you're new to the channel, I don't normally cover these as such, but it's basically blitzing until you reach a certain points limit, which will get you milestone currency for the monthly milestone currency. And you get extra points in this for blitzing with shield this time around. And here we are, like the dinosaurs, a dawn of time. This is the March month-long event. And if you've been following me for a while, or if you've been playing Marvel Strike Force for a while, you will notice something quite unique about this milestone event, and that is that there isn't a set monthly character this month. Instead, we have shards for 2 very good meta teams in Superior 6 with Spider Slayer, Kraven, and Lizard, and also Forge, Sunspot in there as well for the Extreme X-Men. There seems to be a decent amount of gold in the calendar as well. The only sticking point I've got with this calendar milestone, month-long meta, there's only one problem I've got with this, and that is the Augmented Catharsis 16 at the bottom of the table. That is Deathpool's centerpiece item. It's the big scythe and is only usable by her. So for a lot of people, that might be a dud centerpiece unique. This event is going to go on for 29 days, so it's a rather short one, and we're going to need 800,000 to clear it. The first main event I'm going to cover is the Alliance event. These are generally very easy to complete if you have an engaged alliance. However, let's go through what we can do here. We are going to get points for battling in raids, with extra points for battling in raids with hive mind characters, and also we are going to be earning the allied supply orb fragments. Now, I don't know exactly how many orb fragments we're going to get at this current point in time. I will update this on Wednesday if there is any change to this, but I believe if it follows suit to what it has been in the past, it will be 1,000 orb fragments for the free claim per player. There are extra points if you have Void Knight Gwenum or Red Goblin at 5, 6, and 7 yellow stars as well. So those are the extra points for the spenders in the alliances. I've got here a reasonable free-to-play total of 420,000. This is because not everyone will have Hive Mind built up. They are the latest bio raid meta team. However, I haven't got them built up yet myself personally, and there are reasons for that that I'm going to go into in another video. So the deficit to all hourglasses is 110,000 points, and the hourglasses are the monthly meta of currency this month, which would mean we need to use Hive Mind characters 110 times over the 5 days of the event in raids, which isn't a lot really. You could launch something like a Gamma 2 raid here, and anyone that's got them built to level 45 gear tier 8 should be able to clear those raids no problems at all. So yeah, that's a Gamma 2 raid, and that will clear the event anyway. If everyone uses Hive Mind in that will clear all the points, 195,000 points for playing one raid battle with a Hive Mind character. So the 420,000 gets you to milestone 13, so you would be 9,000 hourglass short if you did that. I would recommend obviously trying to get all the hourglass, but let's see what we can get if we max it out. So what we're going to need to do, we're going to need to do 10 raid battles per day per alliance member. That's pretty simple to do. We get that in free energy right at the start of the day pretty much. We are also going to be collecting allied supply for orb fragments. I've got this down as 1,000 orb fragments from the free claim. This has been what it has been for the past few alliance events, so I'm trying to keep it the same for this one. This is a new orb, however, with extra gold in, so let's see how that factors into the free claims. Which again, like I said, that's how we get our 420,000 reasonable free-to-play total. However, if you do that Gamma 2 raid and do it all with Hive Mind and complete it 100%, which you should be able to do if you are an engaged alliance, then you will be able to get that 195,000 points, and that will give you a total of 615,000, which will get you to milestone 17. And there's a nice 300 L4 training modules there, which I don't know about you, but I am in desperate need of training modules all the time, so that is very welcome in the as a reward for the alliance for getting to milestone 17. And now I want to cover the web milestone Wild Genesis. This one is a fairly simple one as well, although not brilliant to do. We have to earn Blitz credits, which means we are looking for Blitz wins. There are 36,000 Primordial Avenger milestone points in this web milestone, which lasts for 7 days. There are also 4,000 Ancient Rage orb fragments, which is 2 orbs. And in those orbs is shards for Starbrand. What have you got to do to get those 30,000 points? Well, quite simply, I do my math based on 50 teams with a 20% loss rate. So those people who just sit there and dap the right arrow and sim, or the left arrow and sim, no matter what way you go, from 1 to 50 teams. This will cover you. You're going to need between 4 to 5 blitz rotations per day to complete this, the 30,000 points. That includes the blitz credits that we get from our daily objectives. And now into Primordial Avenger, which is the main event for this week. In this, we are earning Ancient Rage Orb Fragments. These are coming from the Isotope 8 nodes. They are available on both hard and normal nodes. And I'm happy to say that whether you are farming the hard nodes or the normal nodes, the drop rate is the same. So whether you are looking for green isotope stuff or blue isotope stuff, it is exactly the same fragment drop rate, which is lovely. We're also going to need to be participating in war, winning or losing war battles. That is win or lose. You cannot back out of these war battles. You have to either win or lose them for it to count. We're also going to need to take our out of time members, or if you have rebirth on defense, take them off defense to use them in war. That is going to give you 2,500 points. If you didn't catch me on Friday with Mr. Heartgrave, links to that below in the description. And you haven't done that yet, as long as you've got Black Knight unlocked, you will still be able to max those points out with just 2 wars if you already have a war ongoing. I have also included some points for Black Knight this time around. We've got that as 250 points. Now, if you are a less engaged free-to-play player, then you might not have Black Knight unlocked. But to be honest with you, 250 points is neither here nor there in the grand scheme of things. But if you are a engaged free-to-play player, you really should have Black Knight unlocked from the Red Letter Day event already. So hopefully you are, and hopefully you've got that if you're sort of nearer the end game as well. The rest of it I've not included at all because that is all whale points. The Starbrand, the Cosmic Ghost Rider, they are all whale points basically, or points if you're going to spend power cores to unlock these characters. And I've got a reasonable free-to-play total currently down at 121,210 points. So let's have a look at where those 121,210 points are going to get us on the milestone board. And that is going to get us to milestone 13, which is 117,400. That is going to get you a total of 30 Starbrand shards, meaning you're only going to need 15 from the Primordial orbs, the Ancient Rage orbs, to unlock the character, because he is a 45 shard unlock. That is also going to get you all the month-long currency, including the month-long item, the T-Rex tooth. It is very simple to do this. Let's go over to the next slide and take a look how we're going to do this. So we've got 40,000 points coming across from the web milestone, as I said before. We have 24,000 points that we can get from winning or losing one war battle. That is 24 war battles over the 3 wars, which is 8 war battles per war that you need to do. We also have 2,500 points from using out of time in war. Again, you can take them off, and as long as you've got Black Knight, you can complete that limit easily within 2 wars. And last but not least, use Black Knight in war for 250 points. That concludes the war section. The rest of it is down to your Isotope 8 energy. I am recommending 4 50 core refreshes of Isotope 8 energy. Again, hopefully you've been watching me and Mr. Heartgrave on Fridays, and you will know that you needed to start saving your Isotope 8 energy refresh packs. To be honest, that's something I get in the habit of doing anyway, if I'm really honest with you. And as I said, the minimum drop rate on Friday that we was looking for was 3. That was just enough to get us to the event item. However, surprisingly enough, the ratio, the drop rate, the fragment to energy ratio is 6, which if we do our 4 50 core refreshes per day for a 1,130 energy of the Isotope 8, that is going to give us a whopping total at the end of this week of 47,460 orb fragments. That is 23 and a bit orbs, which is a decent amount of orbs. So we should get a lot of shards, hopefully, for Starbrand out of this. We also have a daily free claim that is up on the website now. That is for 500 of the orb fragments and 500 milestone points, giving us 1,000 points per day. Free claim Friday is unknown as yet. I will update this on the written comments and on the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet I always leave in the description below, and also on my written format stuff, which is available in the links below, either through the Gambot website, through the Jetson Squad Discord server, the Gambot Discord server, the Jetson Squad Discord server, and also if you have Gambot on your alliances server, then just type / events and the written events guide will come up for you there. So some final thoughts on this. I know this week has been a bit of a struggle. We have the Seeing Red and the Red Letter Day event has been extended by 2 days because they have had some issues with Tower, Sword Satellite. This is all in the updates on the website. So if you go up to the updates part on the website, there is a blog about that. In there is also the correction for the Starbrand offer that some people bought, where they were only given 1 orb fragment. That has also been updated in there, and you should see those in your inbox on the 5th of March. Overall, really an easy week of events for us. Should be a very easy unlock for Starbrand with very minimal shards needed to get. So that's it from me for this week's events. If you found this content helpful, please do consider liking this video. It helps me a lot. Subscribing to the channel, that helps me even more. And why not leave a comment down below? I love interacting with you all. And if you think this is going to help your alliance mates, then share it with them as well and get them to watch. Until next week, everyone, stay positive, keep playing the good events, and enjoy the 6th anniversary celebration for Marvel Strike Force. I'll see you next week.